So I remember that. So I've got these early memories of Ryan Hybl kind of in the recruiting process when I was following, and I seemed like when I was following you, I was following with either Bruce Hepler or Chris Hack, but there were there were two other coaches always in tow, and that was not an easy. Those two really tough guys to recruit against.
Yeah, that was the good old days. I mean, heck, that was back. We're into the national letter of intent signing week this week, right? Everybody's signing.
Yes.
If you think about that, Coach McGraw, I mean, that's back when my years, some of the final years of guys extending all the way their commitment until I want to say I committed to the University of Georgia maybe 3 weeks before NLI week. Just the pressure that came along with that as a coach now, thinking about that and how just, we didn't know any better back then because that was standard. But for you guys as a coaching staff, I can imagine how stressful that was.
Well, I do remember being stressful, but I remember two things that really stick out. One was the actual recruiting visit you took to Stillwater, which we need to talk a little bit about. But the other was the PGA National. It was a junior event there in the middle of the summer. It was hot, and I got there way early. And I told Mike Holder, I'm going to go down there, and nobody's going to follow Ryan Hybl more than me. And so I got there the day before the practice round, and they were playing two different golf courses that week. And I looked on the starting sheet for the next morning, and you were the only junior golfer scheduled to tee off one of the golf courses at 7 a.m. And I thought, this will really impress Ryan Hybl. And I was there at 6:55, and you looked at me like, what in the world are you doing here? And I walked 18 holes before Bruce Hepler got there, before Chris Hack got there, because they watched the afternoon. And okay, I was one up on those guys.
Yes, you were in your bone pants and an orange shirt every day. You wore bone
Every
pants.
day.
For all you listeners, he loves bone pants and still does.
Yeah, I still wear those. I'm in a pair of stone or bone or whatever you want to call them, off-white pants today because that's all I know. They're easy. I think it's easy when you don't have to choose what to wear. You just go in the closet and there's a pair of bone pants and that's what you wear. It's pretty good. But the other memory I have is Mike Holder deciding this is going to be the greatest visit a recruit has ever had, ever. So we did everything. We found out what your favorite music was, and we got some CDs. We found out that you love playing ping pong. We bought a ping pong table for the indoor facility. We did everything, and Mike Holder put me on charge that week that I was going to eat faster and more than any human ever has to really impress you with my eating skills. How'd that do?
You did great. From what I recall, we went to a little pancake shack, and I want to believe you ate at least 4 or 5 pancakes before I even touched my eggs. So you've always been able to do exactly what you needed to do. So me not coming to Oklahoma State wasn't your fault at all. It was nobody's fault. It was just part of the recruiting process, Coach.
It was part of the recruiting process, but I will say this: we gave our best effort, and Ryan Hybl ended up a Georgia Bulldog. And honestly, that's a whole nother story. What a career you had there and what a team you guys had there while you were there.